I believe this did at some point come out on the Engage, yes, though it wasn't nearly as awesome as this. I can surmise anyway. I did have an Engage though. Right here, as a matter of fact. Level of the water, which will basically allow me to progress further in the dungeon. For those of you who've never played or seen Xanadu before, it's essentially like a mix between Diablo and Zelda, I guess you could say. Puzzles are a little bit simpler than Zelda. Water was lowered at. This won't do much for me here, probably. Oh, there's chests. Got a new Guardian card, which basically grants me a skill. You can only have one card equipped at once. It's probably pretty useful for later on, although it's not going to help me too much right now. Probably the tab that I need to take back to town. Yep, exactly. 400 gold, that's pretty serious cash money there. And let's go see what else we can get to here in the dungeon. Tab, same idea. Yeah. Moonstone. Perfect, that's exactly what I wanted. Basically lets me just head right back to the town at any point in time. Up until now I basically just had to exit and walk back when I needed to go back. die permanently if you kill him with magic, which I just ran out of, so that's pretty awesome.
Probably also kill them with explosions and these guys. Sweet. Check that out in a second here. Go back this way for a sec. Flaming Scimitar, and I can actually equip it. And it has the skill Searing Blade. I'm gonna give it a shot. Pretty sure I've already learned the skill from the weapon I have. Basically, each weapon has a skill, and if you use it long enough, you learn that skill permanently. So now that I've got Searing Blade, I can jump down here to my skills list. It's right here, and it's a passive skill, which means it's always active, and it makes my weapon basically in flames. Go ahead and throw that over lightning for now, because I've already used all my lightning. And I'm actually going to go ahead and grab fire, and we'll throw that over a little knockback spell, or skill, excuse me. Now that I can hit these guys with fire, I wonder if that'll be enough to kill them. Yep. So basically, if I use this sword enough, it'll teach me that skill, and once I've got that skill, I'll be able to kill these guys with any weapon. Need a key here, but I did just get a bone, so we can turn that bone into a key. Like that. Couple chests in here, although I do need at least one more key to complete the dungeon. So take a look and see what that armlet is. Cool. You can equip it, and it will give your attacks chances to poison. Go ahead and throw that on since I've got slots open. And I will need one more key, actually, I think, to finish this dungeon off. I'm gonna head back to town real quick, and again I can do that using the item that I did just pick up, the stone. And grab some more keys while I'm here in town. Grab 5. As you guys have seen by now, you need a lot of keys in the game. I don't think I leveled up. I did.
So basically you can allocate your stats, as you can see here. It's actually pretty important that you allocate them pretty evenly for a lot of weapons, though. I picked up this weapon earlier. Oh, no, I'm sorry. There's a weapon I want to pick up, and I needed a 15, 9, and an 8 here in these three. Although I do have another piece of equipment I needed a 9 there to equip. Strength there. That. And I will actually go ahead and change to the one I did just pick up. Efficiency gain, because I am getting a lot of weapons here that will teach me some useful skills. I'll make sure I learn this burning blade one as quickly as possible too. Because the sword's not the greatest, but that skill is pretty handy. 900 for that, so I can afford it, and I can also equip it. Buy that and I'll equip it as soon as I've learned the skill of the weapon I've got now. I'm gonna run back and finish that dungeon real quick. See about the music level here real quick. How's that? Any louder with the voice? Excellent. So this dungeon I'm in now is pretty much the first real dungeon of the game. There's kind of a tutorial dungeon you go through, but this Eternal Maze is pretty much the first dungeon of the game. It's pretty small, it's pretty easy to get through. So I'd actually done a bit of it before I started this stream here. I do, now that I have the key, want to go through and finish the dungeon out. There's probably not much more to do, honestly, but there was one locked door that I want to get behind. And that's up here. Actually, I think it was the one back here. Hidden under here, I haven't destroyed these yet. Nah, doesn't look like it. And sometimes these chests will replenish. Usually they don't give you much the second time around. You say that was just 50, but better than nothing. And that door probably opens. So maybe there's more to this dungeon left than I thought.
find out. Blew a lot of keys really quickly there. Hopefully I grabbed enough. Uh-oh, my controller's freaking out on me all of a sudden. There we go. Take a look and see where this takes me. So that's currently blocked by a big rock, but that will probably be an important place to go to coming up here. Interesting, another staircase here and another rock. I don't think there's much I can do. Let's head this way and see what we can find. Make sure there were no chests on the sides there. And you'll see I'm already out of keys. Well, as frustrating as that is, I gotta run back to the town again. I'll grab a few more this time. And yeah, one of the reasons I wanted to stream this actually is because this game is very, very likely coming out this year. For those of you who don't know who are watching, this is actually a fan translation of the game. The game's been out in Japan since I think 2005, so it's, as you can tell, you know, from the graphics, it's not a new game. But it's very likely that Xanadu will be releasing this on Steam later this year. So very cool there. I own a Japanese copy I picked up when I was over in Japan, so patched it with the English translation because I figured for streaming it would be better if you guys could understand it. Although it is rumored actually that the translation that Xanadu is releasing is actually this translation. They did the same thing in the past with some of the East games. They purchased the fan translation, touched it up. I think they did that with both Oath and Falcom as well as East Origins. So. Alright, save it and run back out here. As much of a pain as that was to come back and grab keys, it wasn't too bad. Most of these guys are total fodder now. I'm just going to run past them and some of the combat mechanics you guys may or may not have picked up. For those of you who don't know the game, positioning has a lot to do with combat. So I haven't really fought anything really strong yet, but once I do, you guys will see kind of some of the mechanics. But basically, you never want to attack an enemy straight on when you can avoid it. Usually you want to wait for them to attack first, and you can either get to their side or to their back. You do a lot more damage back there, and then they can't quickly attack you if you do that. These guys blow up when they die. So positioning does become pretty important when you're actually fighting harder enemies. Pretty sure these guys aren't going to give me much experience here, so just run past, get back to where I was. And I don't know if there's a way for me to check how close I am to actually learning a skill. I was interested in knowing when I was going to learn that searing blade. I'm not sure if I can actually see that or not. Yeah, it doesn't seem to say anything, but I'm pretty sure it hasn't mentioned me learning it yet, so I'm going to hold off on equipping my stronger sword for another little bit here. Okay. At long last, I am once again keyed. Interesting. No rock here, though, so I'm back outside. So I may need to wait longer on those rock doors, or there may just be a gimmick there that I don't know of yet, but so these guys will be a little bit stronger, so I'm going to need to be pretty careful here. Try and do as much damage from a distance here as I can. I do not have anywhere near unlimited casts of that fire magic, though. The blue bar in the top right, I've got 5 casts left, and that's all I've got until I heal, so... But once I get it down to just a couple of these guys, it's a lot easier to dispatch. Okay. Awesome. So this probably will allow me to unlock a shortcut here. And it did. So that'll actually just allow me to basically bypass that entire dungeon that I just went through. Meaning I can get back here incredibly quickly now, so that's cool. Okay, so I got Searing Blade, which is excellent, because that means that I can equip a much stronger two-handed sword now. I'll do that once I clear the map here. Alright. Go ahead and get that new sword equipped. Sorry, still fighting the controls a little bit. I am using a PS4 controller to play, so it's a little funky. So this gives me the skill Intercept, which sounds like a defensive skill, potentially. So basically a fixed chance to counter, which is pretty sweet. So I'm going to actually throw that over Burning for now. My other two skills that I haven't shown yet, this one just gives me extra money. My F3 Plunder, which is always very, very helpful in a game like this. And then Insight allows me to view stats, which is probably not integral right now, but I like to have that, so. Slightly slower on the two-handed sword, but again, it is a lot stronger. As you can tell already. So a gold hit like that's a critical. wait if I can go here. Come on. Most statues typically level your guardian up a full level, which is pretty sweet. Wow, hit me for 44. So I probably should have been watching my HP a little better there. Basically on death you can either just go back to your last save point or go back to town with half gold. Obviously in this case I do not want to give up everything I've just done. I'll go back with half gold. I only had about 400, so it's not the end of the world. And I'm just going to head right back out. I unlocked that shortcut, so that'll help get back right back to where I was just then. Essentially just straight ahead here. That's that shortcut. And I want to switch my skill up just a touch here. Like thrust. Thrust that basically knocks the enemies back. When you get in a big group of enemies like these, thrust is incredibly helpful. Or I guess if they're weak enough, it'll just kill them. It's also helpful. Okay. Get back to that screen I was at before. Excellent. Leveling up is great in this game, by the way. You really notice the stat changes, the parameter changes. Tend to be two categories of RPGs. One is where you level up and you don't really notice anything, and the other is where you level up and you totally notice it. This definitely falls under that category. Alright, back where I died earlier. Be careful with these guys here. Wow, 39, that's quite a bit. Probably need to get better armor. Spent all my money on this sword. Ouch. Double crit. So I learned Intercept actually pretty quick. That's probably very much thank you to the card, the Guardian that I've got equipped, which again lets me learn skills faster. So very cool there. And let me just make sure I don't have any other weapons to equip to learn skills from, since I can. I've already got that. And I cannot equip the Beswar yet. You'll see I need higher intelligence in mine there. skill called Clear Mind, so interesting. Ah, crap. Out of thrust. Another level for my Guardian. Alright, it's a random dude. That's a lot of those guys. Man. Let's see, 297. Probably not much of a defensive upgrade I can get, but let's take a look. And actually, I've got a bunch of crap I can sell, so definitely don't need this anymore. Don't need these daggers. Do not need the buckler. Don't need the cleaver. Insight. Oh yeah, I got insight. That's this one, right? Can sell that. Another dagger. And it actually had a better helmet with me all along. Alright, let's see what I can get with that. Let's look at armor first. 25 versus 14, so that's going to be a big upgrade. I do need just a slight bump in levels there, but I did get a level up, so I can definitely do it. We'll do that. C12. I'm going to change my Guardian while I'm at it. Allocate parameters first, though. 12 Constitution. I will pump some into accuracy and evasion, and pump the rest into strength. Alright, so now I can take that new armor, equip it. Run back out. That door basically just acted as a shortcut, but keys are plentiful, so no reason not to. Be careful not to get too surrounded here, which thrust is really useful for. cash money, never a bad thing, that's a lot. Obviously I'll be able to get up there at some point, but not right now. Probably need to be a little more careful than that. Helpful to have extra save points. Especially when they're right before bosses. I definitely should have reallocated my skills before I rolled in here. That's alright. We'll see how this goes. See if I can do it quickly here without getting hurt. load from that save, which was right outside the door. And it doesn't look like there's any way for me to warp back to the town. Well, I guess that wouldn't be necessary anyway, because I can just use my item. Just checking to see if there's a way to warp between save points. Oh, I guess that doesn't work because I'm not in a dungeon, maybe. Let's go have a look. And actually, you know what? I think I stand a pretty good chance at this boss. Just equip my skills properly here. I'll try one more time. Okay. Try it like that. Alright, I think that thing basically gets to regen itself until I kill these pods. It's gonna be my guess anyway. Around, make sure I kill all pods. Almost there. Alright, that's all of them. So my hope is now that this thing can no longer regen. It had a pretty sick regen last fight. Pretty awesome damage to it now. Paralyzed though, be careful. There we go. A lot easier if you have the right stuff equipped. Alright, I think I'm going to call it a night for tonight. Those of you guys who tuned in, though, I want to say thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Go ahead and continue right from here the next time I play. Have a good evening, guys.